What's up, Bay fam, and welcome back to a new video. A new review video about the brand new collection, of Beyblade X. Now, as you can see, the angle is a bit different than what I do normally, is because since it's a really big set, a new thing that we're gonna have for the next year, I thought to myself, why not use a different angle and a different way of presenting my stuff. That sounded weird? I'm not sure. Anyways. Moving it on. We have all the beautiful first starter Beyblade as well as the booster set. We have the wonderful start dash set that I'm going to present to you. All these beautiful Beyblade with all of these specific characteristics, of course. We have the Battle Pass that I'm going to present to you as well. And the wonderful new arena for Beyblade X. So, moving right along, we're going to go in order of a presentation. Of course, we're going to start with the first Beyblade that I have from the new collection, the BX2. So let me grab this box right here. So, the BX2 is the wonderful and unique, well, not that unique, but wonderful Hell Scythe Bay, the BX2 being the second Beyblade from this collection, the first one being Drawn Sword. But if you get yourself the Start Dash set, you have yourself the Drawn Sword that comes with it, with all of its original part from the BX1 set. So we're going to present Drawn Sword at the end with the arena. Sorry if I don't go exactly in order from BX1 to the arena, it's just that's how it goes. Okay, so let's start with, of course, Hell Scythe, like I said before. This beautiful Hell Scythe is a balanced type Beyblade, meaning that it has component of all three different versions. Of all three different types. That's more like it. So it has some defense, stamina, and of course attack power. The Hell Scythe itself, as a starter set, comes with the light launcher, as presented here, and you have of course the cord that comes with it, the string or the cord, depending on how you want to call it. And these one, we're going to look at them really quick. As you can see, I have two of them because I have three starter set, of course. I got myself two grip launcher, grip for my launchers because it helps. And of course, you have the grip and string launcher that comes with the starter set. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Let's move on to the Beyblade I was talking about, Hell Scythe. So as you can see here in front of the box, you have the beautiful Hell Scythe. You have Hell Scythe and its string light launcher. We call them light launcher because they're the starter launchers, and they're pretty well made, wasn't it? You have here all the description. Of course, I cannot really read Japanese, but I can at least read the name and the titles of each part. So if we move to the back of the box, you're going to have your obligatory shot of the bay itself deconstructed, there you go, with the blade, the quote-unquote called ratchet, and the performance step, also known as the driver. So this is a balanced type right rotation, not left rotation. So far we only have some right rotation instead of left. But hey, it's a new collection, new start, it's okay. So we have of course the blade part that is the Hell Scythe. You have the ratchet part that is called the 4-60. Should I say dash? I'm gonna keep dash. And you have the performance part, aka the performance tip, that is the T driver, or T tip. That sounds weird. Anyways. And of course you have the string launcher right here. You have some QR code that you can scan on the box to be able to log your Bay inside of your Bay Pass. Of course, the Beyblade X application is not yet available here in America, only in Japan. But hopefully for some of you that has a Japanese VPN, you're able to download the app for free because it's a free app, and you're going to be able to play your Beyblade X app even here in America if you want to. So it's a pretty cool thing. And it's an app that's available on both Android and iOS. So here we have the box. We're going to talk about the box. Maybe we don't need to talk about the box anymore because we have the actual Bay here in hand. So I love the fact that the Hell Scythe avatar chip is like a skull in flame. To be a Hell Scythe makes sense. Can't wait to see what they make of that in the anime, because they did make a manga and they're gonna have an anime as well. That's why on each of the box you also have, I forgot to talk about that, the actual character that use this Bay right here. I'm not able to read the name because it has a name, but yeah, let's just call him. We're not gonna call him anything because I don't want to butcher anyone. So yeah. Anyways, you have the character that used the Beyblade on the back of the box as well. So we have here the wonderful L scythe. You have here the ratchet part called the 460, and you have the T performance tip. I'm not sure if you're able to see, but within the actual point of the tip, you have a little. I'm trying to find the word for it. Sorry about that. You have a little hole. Let's call that. You have a little hole that actually is the idea of how a balance type should perform, and you have some like. Let's go with curve. Yeah, curve that lean to the point. So you have some straight line here, and you have these little ridges all upon this driver. But that's the new mechanic of Beyblade X. So yeah, here we go. L-scythe, beautiful balance type. And if you move the driver, you move as well the avatar chip in the middle. It's beautiful, isn't it? And during battles, you're gonna see that it moves during battles. It's like the mechanic. Now, moving right along to the BX3. Sorry if I'm in the shot. Need to get the box. I move. BX3 being one of my favorite Bay of this series so far, the Wizard Arrow. And the reason why I say it's one of my favorite Bays is because I consider myself a wizard. It's weird, but that's how I call myself. So you have, of course, here Wizard Arrow with his light launcher. You have the beautiful Wizard Arrow in front right here. And Wizard Arrow is a stamina type, without forgetting, because I think the first time I did this video, I messed up and I didn't tell what type it was. So this one is the stamina type that comes with the new Beyblade X series. Of course, you're going to have more stamina type in the near future. That's going to have different avatar, but still going to be pretty much the same part, I think. They're going to make some new part from the future Beyblade, but for now, for what we know about Tarakatomi, all the parts will be the same thing every time. Because it's a new collection, not that much to develop, I guess. Who knows? So, BX3, Wizard Arrow. You're going to look here at the back, you're going to see the character right here. And if you read the manga, or if you look at the anime trailer, you're going to see that this character comes along a lot. Well, that's not a surprise. This character right here actually possesses a lot of these Beyblade. I won't lie, and it's probably a spoiler for you, but Night Shield, Night Lance, and Wizard Arrow all belong to her. I don't know about the other Beyblade we're going to see in the series, maybe they're going to be more. But as for now, this one is the main character that possesses pretty much all the Beyblades. So, we're going to have here the blade part, Wizard Arrow. You have his ratchet part that we call the 4-80. And its performance tip, the B driver. Yes, B, like sting like a butterfly, sting like a, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Is that it? I know. So yeah, we're gonna move that along, and of course you have the QR code that you can scan when you have the app to log the Wizard Arrow within the app. So basically they bring back almost the idea that Hasbro had with their own application, the own Hasbro app that literally said you could scan your Bay to put them inside your video game to be able to play with the video game. The difference is between the Bay Battle Pass and the Hasbro app. We're going to talk about this a little bit later, but they are huge differences between both of them. Now, we're going to take up the wonderful Wizard Arrow with this beautiful yellow color. We have here is ratchet, the 480, and the B performance tip that is kind of a perfect circle. You can imagine that this would be more like a defense driver, but no, this one is for stamina. And it's beautiful, I love him, it's my avatar Bay, I will never get rid of him, it's mine! And yes, of course, it comes with his own light launcher and cord, and each, that's something we need to talk about. I'm gonna do a little parentheses, is that it? Yeah. The launcher itself comes with 3 attachment points to put with your Beyblade that has hooks on them. So actually these are pretty much more secure than the original launcher that we had with the previous collection. Give me a second so I can grab one of them. Sorry about that. Okay. So as you can see, this is only a 2-point connector with no real actual hook, but some little dash hook here that could easily be broken with time. On the comparison of those, you have some hook launcher like this that are pretty damn cool, and these actually are a recurrent theme. Because if you did play with Metal Fusion, you remember that the launcher themselves had two hooks that are actually the same type of hook. There was the same kind of idea to have these little hook-like thingy to be able to attach your Beyblade so it doesn't fall every time you try to launch. So yeah, so you have 3 connection points here, here, and here that I didn't show with Hellscythe. I'm sorry, I should, but anyways, I make some errors, it's normal, it's a new collection, I'm excited. Sue me. Don't do it. So yeah, we have here Wizard Arrow in this beautiful yellow, and if you yourself doesn't like, you don't like the original color that they have, don't panic. Since it was a new collection, they got released in many different colors. You could have Wizard Arrow and Hellscythe as well as Night Shield in different variation color. You could have Night Shield in blue or red. You could have Wizard Arrow in red or green. You could have Hellscythe in blue or green. So yeah, you could have them in many different colors. The parts still are the same, but if you're more like, oh, I would like to have a Wizard Arrow red, there's a red Wizard Arrow out there that you can purchase. So don't worry about this. But if you're more like you prefer the starter set and you prefer the color of the starter set, you could go with the original yellow, which I pretty much like myself. I'm not a big fan of yellow, honestly. My favorite color are like this. You have red, green, blue, and yellow. But I don't mind having a yellow Wizard Arrow, which is my favorite Beyblade. So yeah. The next Beyblade we're going to present, I'm going to rise a little bit instead of just try to stretch, is the BX04 Night Shield 380, and the N driver. This one is the first defense type from this Beyblade series. And of course you have here with his light launcher, because they all come with light launcher like I said before. I'm repeating myself, but that's not that problem. It's not a problem. It's normal. I got checked. Sorry. So you're gonna here have on the side the little emblem for the actual type, and you can actually see it on all the bays: balance, stamina, and defense. And you're gonna have here in the back, of course, the obligatory shot, the character that uses Night Shield, and if you look right here, you're gonna see they look alike because they're the same person, like I said before. So we have Night Shield right here, defense type, right spin, of course. You have is Ratchet, the 3-80, and these performance tip, that is the N driver. This driver, unlike most defense type that we saw in previous collection with Beyblade, are more like in point. They have like a arrow head instead of being circular like the one for our Wizard Arrow. They actually have a little pointy tip. So I wonder if that's going to be an handicap more than anything else, but who knows what the future will tell us. And of course you have the light launcher right here, and you have the QR code to scan Night Shield to put it inside of your Bay Pass log, to be able to have him inside of your calculation when you do battles and everything. But we're going to talk about Bay Pass later on. And yeah, so moving right along, let's put the box away and moving on to the Night Shield itself. I must admit, I love the design of Night Shield due to the fact that it's a knight. Okay, I love the fact that they bring out like the knight type deal, and if you can see, it has 3 gaps here within the middle. These are supposed to be absorption shock, but since it's made of metal, I'm not sure if this gimmick is going to be that much high potential for defense type, but so far it's the only one that has that type of design within this metal, unlike a Night Lance that doesn't have it. So yeah, we have here the Ratchet, I forgot the name for a second there. We have the Ratchet, the 3-80, and the N driver. As you can see, like I said, it's like a arrowhead. It's pointy, and as defense type, I'm not sure if it is that much an advantage. Advantage? English, second language. French, first one. Anyways, I'm not sure if it's going to be that much of a use for defense type to have that much of a point driver. but we're gonna see in the future what they can make with defense, if they're gonna make some brand new or not. And like I said, he's green. I love the color green, of course. Green is beautiful. Green is the color of life, I guess. Well, trees are green. Anyway. So yeah, we have the beautiful BX4, the Night Shield right here. So, moving right along to our booster set. Yup, voila. The booster set being the BX13 Night Lance, the secondary defense type that was released with this collection. Of course, the other before that being BX, from BX5 to BX8 were just recoloration of all the base except for Drawn Sword. You didn't get a recoloration, but we did get a set of transport for your base as well. So yeah, this is the beautiful BX13. You have here the QR code for the app if you want to get as much information as you can. You have the QR code right here for the app online as well to put your Night Lance within the log. Sorry, I was confused for a second here. And you have, of course, the beautiful pieces right here. The 480 ratchet, we saw it with Wizard Arrow because it is the actual same 480, 4 different touchpad right here for the ratchet. And you have the HN driver right here, and the beautiful Night Lance right here, and the character that use Night Lance, which is actually the same that use Night Shield, but with a different pose. So let's put it aside, and let's bring up the camera, the beautiful Night Lance. That, as you can see, as a comparison, they actually look kind of similar on the Avatar chip. If you look correctly with the box, it's going to be easier with the box, I think. So as you can see, it's pretty much a similar avatar. The difference is this one is on profile and this one is facing you. So that's one of the major differences. But if you look correctly, the helmet design on Night Shield, it's pretty much similar to Night Lance. But since they're both Night, it's probably the reason why. Night Lance back. Night Shield back. It's a mistake I'm going to do a lot, I'm pretty sure of it. Anyways. So we have, of course, the 3-point of repercussion or absorption that we have here with the smaller gap in comparison to the original Night Shield that has bigger gap inside of this metal. You have the 480, 4-80, and the HN driver, which is also kind of a arrow head, but less high than the one from Night Shield. I'm not sure if you can see the actual comparison, or if you have them you can make the own comparison yourself. This one is a bit lower on the point than this one is. So they are not the same height. Never mind, they are the same height. I'm feeling stupid right now. Anyways, they are the same height, but the driver itself is not similar. Because you can see the actual thickness of this ring right here being different. That's the height issues. That's the height level. Sometimes I feel so bizarre. Okay. So yeah, that was it for Night Lance and Night Shield. We saw the driver and everything. Let's move on to the equipment that you can get before moving to the Bay Battle Pass. We're going to go with the equipment part you can purchase as well. It is the launcher grip. So this one has the wonderful Beyblade X inch right here. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. It has a lock mechanism right here. You can see this little tab moving right there. So to be able to put your launcher, you just need to release the tab. You slide it in and you let the tab do its job. And then it's fixed, cannot be moved. If you try to move it by force, you're gonna break it. Don't do that. The only thing you need to do to release it, you just unlock it like this, and voila. So you can see right here, there's a little, not sure if you can see it correctly, there's a little letter that says lock. You just put your finger right here and you push it down and it's gonna unlock the safety system. So there you have it. Now, we're gonna move to the BX9, the Beyblade Battle Pass, or the Bay Battle Pass for short. This device is a Bluetooth device that's going to connect to your phone. If you have the app automatically, you need to have the Bluetooth activate to be able to connect this to your phone, of course, and to be able to activate it with the app. But once you open the app on your phone, if it's the official one, not a corrupt one, it's going to activate your Bluetooth immediately because it's going to ask you to activate your Bluetooth. So here you have in the back of the box many different things written in Japanese that I cannot read. But you have the general idea of connection between your Baypass and the Beyblade X app. This device takes two AAA batteries that you need to put in. Here, and show the device itself. So I already put some batteries in, but until I have the app, this device literally is useless. It's just cool to have because it's a kind of I'm not sure if it's a remake of something that they did in the past. I know that in the past, during Cho Z series and before generally Super King, they had these Bay loggers that you can actually enter the data of your Beyblade character and your Beyblade that you use in battle that you can log in to calculate the strength of your launch and everything. This thing could do the same thing. The only difference is that this one also give you points to collect some fictional Beyblade part that you could add inside of your Beyblade to do some customization of what your Beyblade could be or what you could possess as a general Beyblade. So to attach this wonderful little device to your launcher, it's pretty damn simple. You're gonna see those little ribs right here. Okay? So the only thing you need to do is you need to put those ridge within these ridge. Like so. Oops, I was reverted there. Sorry. Don't drop it on the floor, you're gonna break it. Just put it back on. Okay. Here. So, the only thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put the ridge inside, like these, and then you're just gonna tape it. And now it's the lid attached. But if you try to put the launcher on your launcher grip while this is on, you can't because it blocks the ability to just slide it in. So what you should do before putting your Baypass on, you just secure your launcher inside of your grip like this, and then you can just come and add your Bay Battle Pass like this. So now it's secure, cannot fall or anything, and it's there to calculate the strength of your Bay and everything. So to be able to know if it works, just put it in your cord. You're gonna see a green light saying it's ready to go. We're gonna take one of our Bay. Let's go with Wizard Arrow. You're gonna insert your Bay and lock it in place. You're gonna see the orange light appearing, telling you that it's ready to launch. And if you just launch your Bay, you're gonna see the green light telling you that it's registering your data. Smooth launch, isn't it? Huh? It's beautiful. So yeah, so that's how it works for the Beyblade X Battle Pass. It's going to calculate everything you need to know about your launch and everything. So technically it's a way for you to keep track of the strength of your launch, the points you can gain with those kind of ability, and if you battle with someone that has the Bay Battle Pass, you're also going to calculate your battle and be able to reward you with some points thanks to that. So yeah, it's pretty damn amazing. So, of course, this piece right here, the Beyblade Pass, is a universal ability of attachment. So we're gonna put it here with this string launcher. Unlike, well, you know what? Before showing you how it could go on the string launcher, let's present the box of the string launcher itself. How about that? Let's shake things, let's shake things up. Like I said, English, second language. Not always easy. But I consider myself a being pure bilingual, so let's move this along on the side here, these as well, because we're gonna grab the big box and bring it up front like this. Isn't it just majestic? Okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, we have the Start Dash set, the BX07. So this wonderful set comes with the Arena, a string launcher, a personal color grip, blue for drawn sword, and of course it comes with the wonderful drawn sword. And if we move to the back of the box, you get your obligatory shop product right here. You have the description of drawn sword 3-60F. So you have the blades itself, that is a tag type. You have the ratchet, that is the 3-60, and you have the performance driver or performance tip, that is the F driver. So before talking about the Arena itself, let's talk about drawn sword. If you can see, the F driver itself has a flat point because of an attack type, and it has a hole here in the middle, almost like the balance type. Not sure exactly why it has a hole in the middle. It's probably because of the design itself, who knows, but it is a beautiful bay, all blue. I love it. I saw in the trailer what the avatar of this bay looks like. It's a pretty damn cool dragon, can't lie. Can't wait to see what the other avatar looks like, but so far this one is just awesome. Okay, let's just consider that as an actual fact. And you have, of course, here the 3D4 Beyblade starter set that comes with this collection, BX1 being drawn sword, BX2, 3, and 4 being the 4 base, that the 3 base that we review today, as well as Night Lance. So yeah, you have here the wonderful Beyblade Arena that's made of transparent plastic with a black railing inside. That's the arena that comes with this set. There's other arena that comes with a white bottom and either green or red railings, depending if you did go to Japan for the official launch or not. And you have here presented on the box the actual new rulings for the victory. So the way that the point system works has changed a little, but just a small amount. So let's say, for example, that you end up with a stamina finish, or survivor finish as they called it. When your own bay keeps spinning, but the opponent's Beyblade has stopped completely and it's no longer moving, we call that the survivor finish or stamina finish, and that gives you 1 point. If you are able to create a burst finish, because it's still possible with these bays since they have the burst system, it's considered to be 2 points. And if you end up with the over finish, which is a win that you get if your opponent Beyblade ends up in one of these 2 little pockets right here. I'm going to show you a little bit more with the arena itself, but as for the demonstration with the box, it ends up within these 2 pockets. It's considered to be an over finish, which gives you 2 points, the same amount of points that a burst finish can give you. And if you end up to have the luck of the luck and be able to expulse your opponent within this pocket right here by using the railing system, it's called the extreme finish, and that gives you 3 points because the bay of your opponent is out of the arena and therefore no longer inside of the competition, and you gain automatically 3 points. I must admit that this new point system is kind of an advantage due to the fact that we only have the general basic point system, the burst finish or the stamina finish giving you 1 point or 2 points depending on the way. And of course you can always do matches of first to 2 points. Your opponent burst, you got 2 points, you win. If it's first to 3 points, oh, your opponent burst, you burst it twice, you get 4 points, you win. You have to have at least 3 or over 3 points to win. Today it's still the same thing, but they had a new format. With this new arena, they have the new idea of if you do an extreme finish, it's an automatic win due to the fact that it gives you directly 3 points. So I must admit that this is pretty damn cool itself. It's a wonderful thing. We're going to keep the box here for now because I want to present to you the string launcher and the way the bay pass is able to connect to the string launcher, because we have the product shot right here, and I'm also going to present the arena, but I need a white back to show you, well, I need a color back to show you the fact that it's transparent, sorry. So we're going to put John Sword on the side for now. We're going to go with the string launcher before going to the arena. So the grip is the same thing as the black ones. Sorry, I'm just going to get one. It's literally the same thing, same model, same plastic. The only difference is the coloring. You have one black and blue and you have one completely black. And they could be customized maybe in the near future. Who knows? For now, they're just pretty and cool. Now, of course, like I said, it's the same thing as the light launcher. If you want to put the bay pass on it, you need to put it after locking it with the grip, or else you're not able to lock it due to the fact of the white tabs that connects to the launcher and make it a little bit difficult to handle. The string launcher itself has 3 connection points, here, here, and here, that you can use with your grip launcher. So if you want to put it on that side, you can. If you want to put it on that side, you can too. And if you wanted to put like pretty much all the people that use a string launcher in most of the anime like this, you can go as well. I prefer this way because the line is perfectly aligned with it and it looks just beautiful. The design is wonderful. Something I have to tell you though, a little warning about this string launcher. Since it's the first string launcher of that collection, it's not perfect, okay? It has some flaws, and according to many people who bought it before, one of the flaws is the spring system inside to reconnect the cord back. Sometimes can be a little bit flimsy depending on the time that you buy it, and it doesn't reload itself. Sometimes if you go too far or too fast, you can damage your reload system and the string won't come back on its own. You have to crank it back up. So you can still launch, but you have to crank back your wire, which is pretty damn bad. So, like I said, when I present the bay pass, it is a universal item, so you could just attach it to your string launcher like this, or depending on the side that you want to put it, and it will still stick out dessus on it. It won't move. Okay? It won't move at all. So that's pretty cool. And one thing I realized with the launcher grip itself, just a little parentheses again, this part right here can actually detach itself to be put on the other side, like this. Or if you want, you can just take this little part and put it on another launcher like this, launcher grip like this, to have full on like this, hold it. But honestly, it doesn't change anything really, it just doesn't change anything to the grip. It's just one thing that you can do right now as a customization if you want to customize it. You can even put the blue one right here if you want to have a little bit of touch of blue on your launcher grip. Now, talking about the main event itself of this box, the beautiful arena. As you can see right through it, meaning that it is completely transparent. You can see the beautiful black railing right here. I'm not sure if you can see the pockets, but I'm going to show them to you with my hand. You can have one pocket here and one pocket here for the over finish, and you have the extreme finish pocket right here. I'm going to put my hand through it like this. So yeah, if your Beyblade is able to attach itself to the railing and go all around here up to this point here, which we could call the redirection part, it's going to help your bay be redirected directly to the center. If your opponent bay is right here standing because of stamina or balance or defense, it could be knocked out of the arena through the third pocket, the main pocket here, meaning it will be considered to be over finish or extreme finish. Extreme finish, yes. Over finish is inside of these pockets. It will be considered an extreme finish and then give you 3 points immediately. So yeah, so that's how it works, and it's a pretty sturdy arena, I must admit. I love it, and it's really an amazing gift that I got. Thanks again to my friend Louis-Philippe Laplante, creator and owner of Bay Park Quebec on Facebook. I must admit I'm in love with this system. I can't wait to see the future of Beyblade X. And here's a little disclaimer from my part. You won't see me probably purchase all of the Bay from Beyblade X because I'm not interested in starting a huge collection which I cannot do anything with. I prefer to just purchase the Bay that will probably catch more my eye. If the avatar interests me and the design of the Bay interests me, I'm gonna go for it. If it doesn't interest me, I'm gonna leave it for somebody else because I'm not that guy. So yeah, this is the wonderful Beyblade X series, the entire wonderful series that just started recently and gonna be with us for a few while. Until when? I don't know. But it is a pretty damn cool series itself. The Beyblades are amazing. They bring back some vision of Beyblade Metal Fusion due to the fact of the metal, but they keep the idea of burst system, which is pretty damn cool. And if I could just grab one of my Beyblade from the previous collection, I can actually do that right here. Sorry if I'm in the way again. If we go with a Turbo Bay, you can see that it's pretty much the same size. But if we go with a Super King Bay, you can see the clear difference of size. And if we go with a DB Bay, you can see that there's a huge difference in size. But yeah, so they're pretty damn cool. I love the design again, like I said. The fact that they bring back some metal to the idea of how Beyblade works is just crazy. Can't wait to see the future that these Beyblade are gonna bring us. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Until the times, guys, be careful, and as always, spin out. Bye bye.